Gold prospecting is more than chasing glitter, it's about reading the Earth's subtle clues. Among the most important are boxworks, intricate honeycomb-like structures in rock. These are the skeletal remains of sulfide minerals, weathered away over time. Boxworks form in the oxidized upper portion of a mineral deposit, often marked by vivid iron-stained colors. When these minerals weather, gold is left behind, concentrated in the iron oxides and cavities of the boxwork. The journey to discovery often starts with these beautiful skeletal clues. The story of a boxwork begins deep underground where mineral-rich fluids deposit metals into fractures. Gold becomes trapped inside sulfide minerals like pyrite, arsenopyrite, and chalcopyrite. These minerals are stable in the oxygen-poor depths, forming the primary ore body. Geological uplift and erosion eventually bring these ores closer to the surface. Here, oxygen and rainwater trigger a slow, relentless transformation. Slightly acidic rainwater reacts with sulfides, dissolving metals and carrying them away. The more resistant iron oxides like goethite and hematite remain, forming a fragile scaffold. This creates a three-dimensional cast, the boxwork, mirroring the original sulfide's shape. Gold, being chemically inert, is not dissolved and is left behind, trapped within the iron oxide structure. Sometimes gold is even further concentrated by supergene enrichment. The Gaussian cap, where boxworks are found, can be richer in gold than the primary ore below. Boxworks are a natural concentration mechanism and a prospector's calling card. Their presence signals both the original mineralization and the potential for gold enrichment. Understanding this process is key to unlocking hidden ore bodies. The boxwork is the lasting signature of this geological transformation. Spotting boxworks in the field requires a trained eye and attention to subtle details. Start with the Gaussian, zones of intense iron staining in ochre, rust red, maroon, and yellow. These colors signal iron oxides, the minerals that form boxworks. A large, well-defined Gaussian is your first sign you're in the right area. Up close, use a hand lens to examine rock surfaces for fine, honeycomb-like structures. Boxworks from pyrite show cubic or triangular patterns. Galena yields grid-like forms. Look for organized, geometric voids within iron-stained rock, distinct from random cavities. Geological context matters. Boxworks are common along major faults, shear zones, and with quartz veining. Breccia pipes, columns of shattered rock, are also prime locations. Iron-stained, boxwork-rich breccia pipes on fault lines are top-tier exploration targets. Robust Gaussians often form resistant caps on hills and ridges, standing out in the landscape. These features are more than just hills, they're monuments to mineralizing events. Pay attention to iron-stained ridges that rise above the terrain. They're likely places to find the delicate boxwork clues you seek. The best boxworks are often hidden in plain sight, waiting for a sharp observer. Mastering these field indicators is the first step toward discovery. Once you've found boxworks, sampling is the next critical step. The goal is to understand gold distribution and its geological context. Use comparative sampling. Collect a boxwork-rich sample and a nearby barren control sample. The boxwork sample represents the weathered sulfide zone. The barren sample is unaltered host rock. Comparing assay results reveals if mineralization has enriched the rock with gold. A high gold value in the boxwork sample and a low value in the barren sample is the result you want. Collect fresh rock using a hammer and chisel. Avoid loose chips. Aim for 1-2 kilograms per sample, label bags clearly, and record GPS coordinates and descriptions. Detailed notes and photos are as valuable as the samples themselves. The key is contrast. A significant difference in gold values between samples points to a mineralized system. This contrast is a powerful vector toward the heart of the deposit. Follow up by sampling along the trend to find the highest values. Systematic sampling and careful documentation separate professionals from hobbyists. Each sample brings you closer to uncovering the source. Today's prospector has powerful digital tools to complement field skills. Satellite imagery, especially multispectral data, highlights mineral alterations invisible to the naked eye. Iron oxide and clay filters create maps showing Gaussians and hydrothermal systems. Overlay these maps on topography to prioritize field targets. Structural geology overlays, fault and shear zone maps, focus your search on the most promising ground. The real breakthrough is combining these layers. Iron oxide anomalies on major faults are prime targets. Artificial intelligence now analyzes vast data sets, generating prospectivity scores for entire regions. AI-driven gold maps highlight areas sharing traits with known deposits. Overlay AI maps with your field knowledge and alteration maps for a powerful workflow. The AI points you to a district, satellite maps to a ridge, and your eyes to the Boxworks. This integration of machine intelligence and human observation is revolutionizing exploration. Digital tools don't replace fieldwork, they amplify it. The future of prospecting is a seamless blend of technology and boots-on-the-ground expertise. History proves the value of oxidized clues. Just look at Mount Morgan in Queensland, Australia. In the 1880s, a massive, iron-rich mountain was dismissed as worthless ironstone. But this Gossan cap was riddled with boxworks and leached cavities on a gigantic scale. Early prospectors found fine, invisible gold locked in the iron oxides. The Morgan brothers realized the entire mountaintop was ore, the weathered remnant of a much larger deposit. Their insight paid off. The oxidized cap yielded millions of ounces of gold. As mining went deeper, they found a massive sulfide deposit rich in copper and gold, just as boxwork theory predicted. The Gossan was a perfect signpost to the source. Mount Morgan's story teaches us to see iron-stained landscapes as potential indicators of wealth. The surface Gossan was chemically and physically different from the ore below, but directly related. Understanding boxworks allowed the Morgans to see value where others saw only rust. This is a testament to using oxidized clues and boxwork textures to vector toward world-class discoveries. The lesson: never overlook the subtle signs on the surface. Mastering boxworks means following a systematic multi-stage field strategy. Start with reconnaissance. Use digital tools to identify promising ridgelines and structures. Layer satellite iron oxide maps, fault maps, and AI prospectivity models to focus your search. Next, ground truth your targets. Walk the anomalies, confirm Gossan presence, and assess alteration intensity. Use a hand lens to search for boxwork textures and rank targets by potential. Once you confirm a high-priority site, map the outcrop in detail and note alteration zones and structures. Execute comparative sampling. Collect boxwork-rich and barren samples, label and map each location. Integrate assay results with your field map, plotting gold values and enrichment factors. Analyze where gold is most concentrated and how it relates to structures or boxwork types. Strong results may lead to grid sampling, geophysical surveys, or even drilling. This logical progression takes you from a colored patch on a map to a drill-ready target. Each phase builds on the last, refining your focus and increasing your odds of discovery. The key is discipline, documentation, and a willingness to follow the evidence. From ridge to result, boxworks guide the way. Boxworks are more than geological curiosities. They're direct clues to gold concentration. They link the weathered surface to the hidden ore body below. Success requires training your eye to see beyond visible gold and appreciate the subtle beauty of rust-stained rock. Distinguish between boxwork types. Each tells a different story about the original mineral. Combine sharp observation with systematic sampling to turn prospecting into predictive science. The contrast in gold values between boxwork and barren samples is your strongest evidence. Embrace modern technology. AI maps and satellite filters amplify your fieldwork. Integrate digital insights with hands-on observation for a powerful exploration strategy. Every outcrop, sample, and assay adds to your understanding. Boxworks are a language spoken by rocks, telling a story of mineralization and enrichment. Learn this language and you'll unlock new possibilities for discovery. Next time you see a rust-colored hillside, look closer. The secret to a major find may be hidden in the boxwork. The path to discovery is etched in these delicate honeycomb patterns.